Welcome to your Genesis moment. Welcome to episode 1, technically episode 1A, right?
Right.
His previous podcast was called Innovate 33. TC, you joined me for an episode, and the magic happened at the background. So now we are back. New name, same mission, bigger and better. So Genesis Effect episode 1. I'm so excited. Episode 1 of 2025. TC, welcome.
Thank you. Hey, everybody.
I'm so glad you said yes. I'm so glad you said yes. So, um, why are we doing this? Right? I think when we have enough podcasts out there, we have enough people with microphones. TC also has a microphone. She just has it outside of the camera. I prefer to be in camera microphone, girly.
It's right here.
We can't see it because of your background.
I'll work on it for part 2, okay?
No. I'm just because clearly mine is here.
Right.
A microphone in front, girly. So anyway, we wanted to do this same mission. We wanted to do this together because there's a lot of podcasts out there. A lot of people have microphones and it's talking about nothing. And so TC and I, we both love business, helping people be successful. Our backgrounds, we'll get into those in just a second. But we wanted to create the Genesis effect to basically help us, everyone learn, do better in business, and have very fruitful conversations that actually help us progress as a society as a whole and highlight women in business. And that's my favorite part.
Emphasis on fruitful, right? Because a lot of words, you know how it's one of those things like old school people saying, I see your lips moving, but you're saying a lot of nothing. There's a lot of that going on, right? Like you said, we both have a strong a part of our ethos is helping people, helping
Mhm.
women, just helping overall. And I think that's where we both come into play and can riff off of each other because we actually have a desire not for money, not for clout, not for any of those things, but
Right.
a genuine want to help people. So
Right.
I think that's why this really is needed. We're not looking, like I said, we're not looking for clout. We just really want to help people and use our gifts and our knowledge base to be able to help the masses, right? To put a little bit of substance out there, you know?
A little bit of substance. Okay, well, with that, let's go into like our backgrounds, right? Because people will be like, "Why them?"
Right.
So TC, you go first, and then I'll go after you. Just sharing our backgrounds and how we're able to have the audacity to break the mold. Child. Hi.
Right. So a part of me, period, is I'm what I consider a village baby. Like everybody had a hand in bringing me up, right? And I
Mhm.
take that philosophy everywhere I go, whether it was me working in retail forever because I did graduate in 2008 from college when we know what was going on around that time.
Mhm.
And my entry level position, I was competing with people who were senior and mid level because of the economy.
Mhm.
So I had to learn how to be quick on my feet, be
Mhm.
nimble, and learn how to learn fast, right? So I say that working in places like Apple, Best Buy, I was able to learn quickly and hear quickly what unspoken needs were.
Mhm.
That was my battleground. Left there, went to oil and gas. That was my boot camp.
Oil and gas is a boot camp.
It's a boot camp. It's a boot camp. I had to learn quick and be quick to adapt because one time doing one downturn, girl, I went to the restroom and then I came back and it was this lady that sat by me and it looked like she just got up to use the restroom. She was in there getting laid off. Like
Oil
it
and gas
was
is like that though. I was in oil and gas too, and you'll have a job living La Vida Loca one day, and the next day you are terminated. It is a very tipsy topsy turvy industry to work for. But
It
keep
is. It
going.
is. But there I was able to learn certain things, with them of course you don't get paid for working certain positions, but it's like an internship, right? So you're learning all of these skills, although you're not in that position, but you're learning, right? So then I decided to go get my MBA. I didn't want to just do the traditional MBA that most people do. I wanted to focus on where we were in the world, in which I felt like at that time a lot of MBA programs was not tackling anything digital. I am a digital girly. I am what my friends call my little techie friend. I'm
Mhm.
everybody's little techie friend. Like
That's how we met.
everybody like I can't figure out, and I'll be like, "Oh, girl, just do this app and then do this.
Hmm.
Oh, I know, is that simple? Oh, yeah, girl, you got it.
Yeah.
Everybody has their lane, and that's mine. So
Hmm.
I went and got my MBA, did with an emphasis in digital entrepreneurship, and from I took a leap on myself, and I entered into the startup world. I went to an ed tech startup, left there. Then I went to beauty tech with Lamique Beauty. Shout out. That was really that was my genesis moment,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Learning from Kim Roxy, how she moved, the grit she has is unmatched. We were in Austin like 3 days a week, driving up and down 290, 71, I-10. She driving, we perfecting her pitch deck before we get to Austin, going to
Hmm.
go pitch, and then leaving from there to go somewhere else, driving to Dallas for an event,
We'll
and
have
then
to
coming
we'll have to
back.
bring her on one day so she can tell the
She's
story.
definitely coming on.
Yeah.
But that was my genesis moment, right? I took the skills that I learned with her and the know-how, and now I'm helping people with their business, their startup journeys. What is an accelerator? Because we were in the SKU accelerator and we were the only two little chocolate drops in there. So
You know my
how
favorite
can you
phrase is when you
be
say
a
chocolate.
woman of color or a woman from an underrepresented community? How can you still be authentic to yourself, but still
Hmm.
succeed in those areas? So now here I am. I run an accelerator in Connecticut called Building for Equity. And I actually run it with Kim. Kim is our facilitator. So we went from being in accelerators to running one, right?
Hmm.
Taking what we learned
Love
and
to
giving
see it.
back, right?
Yeah. Love
Pay
to
it
see
forward. And then, I help different businesses with like their marketing strategies, content creation, getting their business together. I'm the person you want to talk to when you have all of this stuff going on, because by my professional trade, I'm a product manager. So I take all of that chaos. Okay, let's break this down and let's put it into sprints, right? I call it Madam Web, right? So I'm making sense of all this chaos to where it's a viable plan.
it. Hmm.
So that's where I use my creativity, the way God has my mind wired to be able to present my gifts to everybody else. So that's why I'm happy to come here, because a lot of times we be stuck here.
Hmm.
We are here to unstuck you. Like,
When you say here, you mean like stuck, like the idea stuck up here?
it's stuck here.
Yeah.
It's stuck
Yeah.
here. We get tunnel vision. We're stuck here.
Or analysis paralysis.
Oh, that's the one.
But okay, so how is Carmelita here? Really quick. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to be quick. I've been at AWS as a business sales strategist executive for almost 8 years. Um, I will say I do have my master's, but I will say I learned so much in the past 8 years about tech, technology, cloud services, and running a business. My niche and my profession and my expertise is in ops, so sales ops and business ops. I could run your business with my eyes closed. So that has enabled me to come out from the corporate desk and share just knowledge with some business owners, because what I've realized working with small businesses is that a lot of business owners don't really understand what a P&L is, what their inputs are, how much it's truly costing them to run their business, what levers they need to pull to then make certain things happen within their business, and just the time that takes. How you need to have a compounding sequential order of events in order to get there. There's a lot happening right within the business, and so you have your visionaries, who I call like your CEOs, your visionaries who have these grand ideas, but the tactical, behind the scenes strategy, implementation, outcome, goal setting, really driving your business and making smart decisions. My superpower is the ability to see large problems and break them off in pieces. But unlike you, I don't like putting them into storyboards. I'm literally saying, "Hey, these are the data shows this. Here's what we recommend, and depending on your goals." I've been fortunate enough to work to do that for the past 8 years, but before that, I was in oil and gas, which is why I laughed when you said that earlier, because it is a crash course. It is a crash course. I learned politics in oil and gas as a black woman. I learned just the seesaw of the industry and how unpredictable and kind of setting yourself up for success no matter what day it was when you worked in that industry. Oh, and then I already say politics. And then also being the only woman of color
Yeah.
in certain places. And I'm not gonna say women of color, the only black woman. I was the only
Yeah.
black woman. So that was my first taste. And then I went to work at the conglomerate that I am now. And let's just say things haven't changed. Still one of one in many rooms. But outside of that, I'm an angel investor, and being an angel investor has allowed me to see pitches, develop pitches, um, understand what it takes to invest in a company when you're asking for certain dollars, an exit strategy, acquisition, merger, right? Sell out, buy out. Like, how are you planning to pay back these funds? Return profit to your investors. I mean, ROI, all types of things, right? So being an angel investor has really taught me a lot about venture capital funding and just funding, how you use your funding, what is a good strategy of funding utilization, what actually requires funding. Because some people think like, oh, I'm gonna hire all these people. No, no, no. You do not want to dump all your funding in labor. That is not what you want to do. So yeah, that's brought me to the Genesis effect, because what I realize is that not a lot of us know the tricks of the trade. We If we're not the only ones in the room, when we walk out and start talking about those things, these types of conversations, we kind of lose the audience. If you want to be
Right.
honest, because it's not fun, it's not sexy, but it's knowledge and it's power, and it's really can be helpful. So this is me using my God-given talents and acquired skills and abilities to try to give back to the community in that way. Because what good would it do if I just held it all to myself? So
Right.
that's why I'm here. That's my mission. That's my purpose. And we're going to get her done.
Right.
Okay.
And the politics, it teach you a lot. It
And
be
here I thought that I was just going to get where I needed to be off for grit and hard work.
That's not our story, sis. That's not our
who
story, and that's not our journey.
who
But
would have thunk that, just being the best person at the job was not all that it took, you know?
the I have so many stories from that time because, like you said, being the only black woman, um, and that's when around the time I decided to let my hair grow out in its natural state. So, there's a lot of conversations that goes into that, right? Um, but yeah, we persisted. Like
We are the most, let's not
we're the
even,
most resilient.
well, let's hold that, because I can go on a tangent.
Right.
Okay. So we got to tell the people how we came up with the name. Genesis Effect has meaning.
The Genesis effect, right?
Yes, yes. My favorite
Um
part.
Genesis. Genesis is the beginning. Genesis is the spark. Genesis talks about creativity, using your gifts, using what you have in your hand, and it's the forefront stage for everything. It's the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Without any type of Genesis or spark, what would you have? Nothing.
Nothing. And I love that, because we talked about this off camera as well, that it is, in my opinion, right, that as a people, I think the Black community has forgotten how creative, innovative, talented, brilliant, and awesome we are.
You know, again, being in this startup pitch decks accelerator world, we all know you need research. One of the major places that people go to get their research is Mintel.
Hmm.
Mintel has a report. It shouldn't be a report because we know, but there is a report that says that African American women are the trend makers. We have the sauce. We are the sauce. Like we have everything. Everything is that's needed is inside of us, but we have to get beyond this, right? This is what to keep us held hostage here,
Hmm.
right? But we have everything we need. Being to these worlds and seeing I don't know how many pitch competitions and things of that sort, you see other people, you see they go to these pitch competitions up there with lungs and audacity and end up getting $1.2 million. And then within the first year, 18 months, it closes down
And nobody bats an eye.
because they say that wasn't the right lane. So
Nobody bats an eye. And that person can get more funding.
yeah, I was about to say, and then they start another one,
And then
go
they're,
back up
oh,
there with their lungs and bolder audacity and get $2.4 million. Right? I've seen
easily.
it.
Oh,
I've
easily without
seen it.
question. Within the venture capital space, what conversations that I've had, it's the, oh, well, you have to know someone who's in it. Like people invest in their friends, people invest in their friends and their friends' networks. And that's why we have the problem that we have today. And so long term, we're going to create our friends and have our friends of friends network. That way we can get our people, more black women, especially black women, black
Yeah.
and brown women in the room to get this funding because the ideas are great. The forethought and through thought of their business is spot on.
Yeah.
They we just need the opportunities.
Yes.
There's not enough. There can never be enough. So we need more and more and more and more, and we need to say it loud, say it proud, and force the conversation because there's money out there. There's money out there. There's so many ideas and stories yet to be told.
Right. And it's creating a safe space for that, right? Because everybody knows that we've been preaching this. It's been preached for the last 10 to 20 years, right? That women
Hmm.
aren't getting the capital, women aren't getting this, we aren't getting that, but yet we're still pushing forward, we're still doing things, right? It's a safe space for being like gaslit, right? That is a huge thing.
Wait, unpack that some more. Unpack that some more.
How do we overcome that, right? So think about like what is their name? It just slipped my mind with Keisha Knight Pullum, their fund that they just had to go to the Supreme Court. It's
Fearless.
Fearless Fund.
Fearless fun.
Fearless Fund, right? They were doing stuff for us by us, right? FUBU, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, can we say that? I don't know if we can say that. I'm
I mean, they're
sorry,
not
y'all.
paying us, but you already
I
said it.
mean, you know what I'm saying. For us, by
Keep
us,
it moving. Yeah.
insert Solange right there. But they, like people gaslight them and they try to take our stuff and say like we're, the whole well, y'all are being racist. Y'all are doing this. No, you're gaslighting us
Talking
because
about the lawsuit. For those who are unfamiliar, there's a lawsuit against the Fearless Fund, basically accusing them of discrimination against non-blacks for the grant
exactly
program that they had, which goes against affirmative action. I believe it was
right.
the root case, which is wild.
It's
Um,
very wild. It's just like HBCUs. Like they try to talk about HBCUs. First of all, it was created because you didn't want us going to your college,
I mean,
right?
the hypocrisy. At this point, I don't even argue with the hypocrisy anymore. Because I mean, it's been ever prevalent. Like that's the game to them, is to just to continuous hypocrisy.
Yeah.
To your point, to be gaslit, to it's like, am I crazy? It's like, no, no, no. These are
No,
facts
you're not. They're
happening,
gaslighting.
which is why I'm really excited for us to start having these conversations,
Yeah.
because the idea is, the whole point is to actually have solutions. What are we coming up with? How are we learning from each other? We're done paying attention to the noise. We off that,
We're
right?
creating our own.
We're creating our own solutions, and I believe now more than ever, if this hasn't sunk in 2025, and you knew what I'm talking about, if this hasn't sunk in, we all we got.
Right.
We are all that we have. Community, building with one another, building community with one another, helping one another, and helping one another propel, whether it's financially. Oh, I have this idea. Let's partner. Let's do this. Oh, I know these resources.
Right.
Whatever it is, this whole, the idea of gatekeeping and it's not enough for all of us and all of that, that is dead. That's been so
Look,
dead. I'm so tired of that argument. I'm so tired of that argument. There's more.
look.
There,
Sis, if
everybody can eat. Everybody can eat good too. And I ain't talking
look,
about ramen noodles.
exactly. Look, sis, if I get in the door, I'm gonna leave that back door open for you to come in here and sit right next to me. Even if you gotta sit on my lap.
We gonna get
We
it.
gonna make it work, right? Like, especially like you said, we're in 2025. There's a hashtag going around talking about I'm a part of the 92%. I'm a part of the 92%. Like, and
I
it's
did
just
my
not
part.
for us.
I did my part.
Right. It's not just for us, it's for the people who understand the plight of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is, like we said, we are here to help black and brown women, but also people of color. Like, but don't come over here with that foolishness, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. We are both, hold on, wait. We are both from Houston, Texas.
She pulled the mic out.
And I'm so serious and so sincere about that, okay? Come correct,
Or don't come at all.
because I'm going to say something. Because I don't want to waste any time. Like, I get so tired of people wasting time or just doing foolishness. Again, we're not here for clout. We're not here for any of that stuff. We're here to have authentic conversations and with authentic people, right? We're going to have different types of guests. We're going to have people who are starting up and they just started within the last year, or people who've been in the game for a while, people who have made pivots, people who are making it through this world. Again, we're not gatekeeping anything.
Yeah, it's all about learning from one another, helping, leaving real solvable solutions. You have this problem, go do this thing. No more, encouragement brunches. No more, let's have a pep talk. Let's get everybody excited and walk away, and people still wondering, so what am I supposed to do? No,
Exactly.
none of that. That is
This
Genesis
is
effect.
not a mean girl club.
Right. We're actually here to talk through and give real solutions. So one of the things that we want to make sure that our community and everyone is aware of, that we also want you to write into us. We will have the email address on our Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, as well as the bio and link in this video. We'll flash it up. But we want you to send us real world problems that you're dealing with from a business perspective. If TC and I don't have the experience or knowledge or connections to get the answer, we dang sure gonna figure it out. And we're gonna answer those every episode, whatever we get in, to help one another just continue to grow and build. Because if somebody has a question, then a lot of people probably have that same question.
Right.
So there's never well, let me not say that. I was gonna say there's never a dumb question.
I was about to say it.
I
I
don't want to say
was
that
about
because
to
some people
say
be
it.
taking advantage.
Yeah, I was
But
about to say it.
there's never a dumb question. And so we welcome all the questions, because that's what we're here for, questions that need answers. And we're actually looking to provide the answers, because I'm tired of paying attention to the fluff, all this fluff and crap that does not matter, that we continuously talk about. I don't care where he took you on the first date, but what's the franchise fee for that restaurant? Can we go in
Right.
on that? Is it
Right.
a good investment opportunity? Does he own the restaurant? Could he own the? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Exactly.
have quality. There we go.
Has he invested in your company?
Hello? Did he help you write a business plan? On your first date, did he tell you what a P&L was? When you told him that you wanted to start a clothing line, did he tell you about the shipping problems that we finna have? And
Right.
help you adjust your cost of sales for that?
Or
That was
even
a date.
like, yo, it's this girl that I encountered in our last Building for Equity. Her name is Chef Gigi. She owns this vegan Jamaican inspired vegan company, right? Called Restaurant.
Mhm.
Yo, when I say her food is busting, I had to ask her, girl, are you sure this is vegan? Like, it was so good, right?
Mhm.
But it's
Mhm.
so beautiful because her husband, like LA, shout out to LA. I know we be going at it sometimes, but
From a
they
what?
work together, right? And I'm like, that is amazing that they
Love
are
that.
working together doing, you know, her pop-ups all throughout Connecticut, New York,
I
like
love that.
all of these different places, right? He there, like I was driving in Connecticut when I was there one time. I was coming from Bloom's because y'all Bloom's, like they have some really good homemade ice cream from a
No, ma'am.
farm.
You're getting distracted. You're
I
getting come back.
did.
Come
I'm
back.
sorry, y'all.
Come
Sometimes
back.
I do that, but I'm coming back. So we was on the way back. I saw him setting up. He was setting up the tent.
Yeah, get you a partner that's gonna put in the work. That's gonna roll up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we out here, we gotta get it.
He rolling up his sleeves
Don't
like
tell me you're gonna see me later.
while she was pitching, he was vending like
Don't tell me, let me know when you get done.
right,
Tell me I'm coming with you to help however you need. Thank
right.
you so much, babe.
That man rolled up his sleeves. He was there. What you want? You want extra sauce? Like he
That's what
was
I'm
there
saying. So
doing
like
that,
are we
you
looking
know?
for qualities? Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody don't have a business idea.
Right.
Everybody don't have these things. I understand that. But if you do, and you are looking for a partner in green flags, that is a green flag.
Yeah. Or the green flag can be I hold the house down while you go do your thing.
But who gonna carry all this stuff? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, they can get somebody to carry it, but you
Who
know,
gonna
like
carry all this stuff?
they can hold it down at the house while you out doing, they know who you are
The
and
small
who you
things
are. They're
matter.
not gonna belittle you, right? They're not gonna shrink you down and be like, oh, a woman need to stay here, or a woman need to blah blah blah. Like
Girl, that's the
it's
red flag from the beginning. They
it
should be
is
asking
none of
that.
that. He's like, I know who you are and I know whose you are. So go do your thing, baby. I'll be here for you. I watch the kids. You hungry? I made you some food. I knew you was gonna be hungry when you got home. I made you some food, and your bath water is running.
Talk to me
Right.
nicely. Talk to me nicely. Please. I made your food. Yes.
And
I
your water
knew you
and
was
your
gonna
bath
be
water is
hungry.
in there.
So
With
I got your favorite meal. So you love me?
yeah. I knew you had this event coming up, so I already put your clothes in the cleaners.
Praise him. Oh,
Yeah, you wake up with
bless.
your gas tank full and your oil change. Like it's like little stuff like that. You know, like
I knew you was on the road today, so I just made sure everything was straight for you. Bless.
bless
Bless,
him.
honey. Bless. So the talk about some green flags, okay? Talk to me nicely. That's what I mean. When I say talk to me nicely, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm not talking about talk to me nicely because you took me to Steak 48. That's not what I mean. I can
No.
take myself to Steak 48. Boop.
Right.
I'm
That part.
not impressed.
That part.
Good day to you.
Tell me, you know what? You look tired. Here, go to Hannistone. Here, go get it. Go get your massage on me.
Talk to me nicely.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I'm excited. Hopefully y'all are excited. This is gonna be good. I can't wait for what this is gonna bring. I think there's gonna be growth for everybody involved.
It
Me,
is
we've been in this for years, but
too
there's
many.
always room to grow. Learning from the guests that we're gonna have. I'm super excited. The industries are broad. So everybody's gonna get a little bit of something
Right.
week or bi-weekly, depending on how we decide to do this. Because while we're doing this, TC and I both have full-time jobs.
Very full.
Very full. So we're gonna try.
Right.
Our goal is every week.
Right.
But work
And
with us.
and we
Okay,
want
the
y'all
Lord is
to
using us one day at a time.
right. And we want y'all to realize, like, just like life be happening for y'all, life be lifing for us too.
Life be
Like,
life.
life be lifing, but we can offer that we're going to be transparent. Um, we're going to be very honest about what's going on where we are. We might talk about any and all things, right? Because we're not going to pigeonhole ourselves because we are multi hyphenate women.
We does it all. And yes,
Don't
I
put
said
me
it
in a box.
grammatically incorrect. Does it? We does it all.
Don't put me in a box. Break that box. Don't put
Open
me
that
in there.
box. Okay, I'm excited. So, welcome to the Genesis effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome.
What did
Well,
we say on that promo? Welcome to the Genesis effect.
this is your Genesis moment. It is though, and I think you and I are gonna have so many Genesis moments within that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I'm excited for the growth for everybody involved. And so, if you tune in, you lock in. Follow us on Instagram, the Genesis Effect podcast. I think we're the same across all platforms, if I'm
I
not mistaken.
believe so.
Huh?
I believe so.
Yeah, we're the same across all platforms. We'll toss them up at the end of the video. Um, Share a friend, invite a sister. Don't leave a sister hanging out. If you got a friend and you rock with that friend and you love that friend, invite your friend to tap into this podcast. It's gonna be some gems, some learnings, some truths, some aha moments, some damn girl, some all of that. And so I'm super excited, and I don't want anybody to miss out.
And again, we're going to drop our email here. Feel free to email us, connect with us on any other platforms. We are very vocal women. So we will respond. We believe in engagement. We believe in being in the moment. So
Hmm.
feel free to reach out to us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. That's any of our socials, our emails, in which we'll put it on here as well.
Hmm.
You can contact us at info@thegenesiseffect.com.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, we really look forward to talking with you guys. I can't wait for our guests to come on because these are some amazing women and some of our favorite people.
Yeah.
So, you
I'm so
know,
excited. I'm so
we
excited. And y'all will grow with us. As you can see, TC and I are doing this grassroots. So
very grassroots.
we are in our homes and our offices making it work right now. But as we grow, you guys are going to grow with us. So I'm excited for that evolution and that transformation. Again, this is all about honesty. We got like 12 jobs.
We
So
look, and we're very honest because before this, I set up in the living room and Carmelita was like, I know you hear that beeping.
the
And
battery, y'all, was
y'all
killing
know
me.
what beeping I'm talking about. I literally had to go get the
I
ladder.
just couldn't let her go out like that. I was like, "Girl, get that battery.
You don't
We not
hear
gonna get
it
talked about on episode one. No, we not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We
in
doing
the
better than
spirit of
that."
authenticity. I'm going to go get a battery when I finish this, but I didn't hear it, right? Because I'm doing 1,500 things.
And low key, a lot of people tune that battery out. You ever see
Yeah.
them? You ever been on like TikTok or whatever?
Yeah.
And people be having a beep in the back. You know, I will click off a video because I can't take that battery.
It's like white noise.
It white noise is a lie. First of all, I sleep with white noise, and that is definitely not a white noise. But I am a person that cannot do repetitive noise like tick, 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 like analog clocks that tick. I'll take the batteries out the back. My grandma used to get so mad at me when I was a little girl. She would be asleep, and I would walk
See?
around her whole house and
Mm-mm.
take the battery out of all her clocks. She wake up, don't know
Mm-mm.
what time it is.
Mm-mm.
But that's because I couldn't stand the noise.
See, that makes sense, guys, because like you know how they say your right brain and your left brain.
What you about to say?
Carmelita on that, she's more analytical than me.
Yes, that's why we work. That's why we go
Yeah.
good together,
And
girl.
I'm more like do, 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 do.
That's why we go good together, girl. We complement. We are
But
not the same
I
for
can
sure.
go there, but I'm very much
And I
friend.
will live there. I will
Yeah,
swim
she
in
will.
the details.
She
Details and numbers, honey. I'm swimming.
look. And in grad school, I was like, that's the only I think I got a BRC in statistics. That's the only one I had because baby, I was like, who doing these numbers?
I was bored and I took trigonometry as an elective.
Who does that? Baby, I know you lying.
In that, I felt the judgment. Like I felt it through the screen.
You should have.
All right. Let's wrap this up. I'm excited for our journey. Tap in, lock in. Again, all the links and link emails and contacts will be at the end of the video. But join us. It's going to be growth for me, TC, you, everybody. And so,
And you, your mama, and your cousin too.
mm, we got to get a
We
theme
do a
song.
lot of that
That's not
too.
going to be it, but we got to get one.
No, I ain't paying Outcast this show. Not gonna be it.
So peace and blessings, beautiful people. We hope y'all have a fabulous evening, whatever time you're watching this. Remember, it is free to be kind to one another.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And y'all be blessed.
Be blessed. Bye.
Bye.